Hello, Sergey.
Hello, Oksana.
How are you doing today?
I'm a little bit tired, but I have very good intention inside of myself.
Nice. Ready to discuss parenthood and family struggling times?
Yeah, for sure. It's I call it more educational times.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Let me first ask about your history, about who you are. Let's try to do it without job titles and maybe even without family status.
From which age to which age?
Who you are now.
Who am I now?
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm a happy man, husband, and father of 4 sons.
Mm-hmm.
This is how I would describe myself.
Okay. So, may I ask how old are you?
I'm 38.
38.
Yeah.
Nice. And you have how many kids?
4 for the moment.
4 kids. Which age?
3, 7, 8, 10.
Wow, super nice, like a team.
Yeah. Like one more in hockey team.
Yeah, true. This is the goal.
Who knows?
Okay. I have an interesting question for the beginning, right? What is the more important for you, or more right approach, to be strong or to be honest?
I think it's really depend from the situation. So sometimes you need to be strong, sometimes you need to be honest. So depend on the situation, depend on how is the day of the kid, how is your day. It may be a bad day of both of us. It may be good and bad, good and good, and situation may force you to be strong and push your kid and yourself in some kind of situation. And in other ones, when, for example, I don't know, you have time, you have more energy, the situation itself is more designed to have time and to have, let's say,
to be brave,
to be honest. To be brave, to be patient. And then we can be like this. So there is no one recipe for everything.
How often do you strong and how often do you honest?
I think it's half and half.
Half and half.
Yeah. There is.
So you are normal dad.
Yeah. There is not kind of Superman guy who is always patient.
Trying to save word.
To save world, to save kids, to live only for them, etc.
Yeah.
No, there is a different days, different situation. Everything is changing, and I think the secret of the long-term stability it's an alternate. So sometimes you push, sometimes you soft.
How do you manage this alternation? Which resources of energy you have? What do you do to be in a stable position with kids? I don't know.
I think everything is starting from yourself. So to be able to have energy to resolve something with your kids, you need to have this energy. So everything is start from how do you sleep?
Oh, okay.
Yes.
What we already discussed.
Yes. So how do you sleep? How do you recover? How you strain yourself? Because you cannot sleep good without strain enough yourself, which was in a certain moment surprise for me, because I thought like, okay, I need to more relax and more sleep and doesn't work, don't push myself. But then I realized that without push yourself, your body is not understanding for what you are trying to relax for.
Okay.
Like from what? If you wasn't load yourself, no need to recovery.
Okay, what is your balance then? How you push yourself and how you find the right amount of sleeping time?
It's helped a lot for me, the different devices. For example, I'm using Whoop health tracker. It is a device which is basically check yourself from the heart rate beat. Heart rate tracker.
Your pulse.
Yeah. So it's a device which is checking yourself from how you sleep, how you strain, how you recover, if you have a nap during the day or you had some sport load, etc. And by the end of the day, it's telling you how huge was your strain for today. And in the morning, it said you how well you slept. So initially in the 2 weeks, it's checking, researching yourself to understand what is your like circadian rhythms, what is your strain, what is your sleep,
nice.
etc., etc. And then on the morning, it's saying you like you recovered for 30%, and then you already know how much of the strain you can take this day.
Okay.
With a good sense of the to have better recovery next night.
Okay.
So it is like very nice tool.
Nice gadget.
And it was a free phase of using it. First phase was I put it on myself, and I realized that I'm not sleeping well at all. Because of this, for example, I stopped drinking alcohol because I start seeing that even if you took one glass of wine, even in 4 hours before going to sleep, you are ruining your quick fast phase of the sleep, and basically you're not recovering at all. So you are laying down in the bed, but you are not recovering. So all night
just trying to survive.
all night your heart is working, and you are not relaxing, not recovering. And then I realized that it's affecting myself when I see it on the morning, and I stop using it. Like, okay, I don't want to see it when I'm not good.
Yes.
And then I realized
better to not know.
Yeah. And then I realized that it doesn't make any sense, because for this device, doesn't matter how well I slept or not. And it's just objective fact. And then you can decide to do something with it or not do, or don't do something.
So basically you just didn't want to see the truth about your...
Yes. And then it was third stage when I realized that, okay, I can use it, I cannot use it, but this is objective information about how well I'm recovering, and do I have energy to make right decisions, including business, family, and kids, or not.
Okay, how long did it take to come to the third phase?
In my case, it was 4 years.
4 years?
Yeah.
Wow, pretty long.
Yes.
Okay, so you checking your status of your body, of your mindfulness and everything. What about kids?
Yeah, the kids, with kids in all our podcast and in all my information in social media, I'm transmitting that everything what kids do have in their life, most of everything they are taken from their parents. So for example, when I started researching the sleep factor of the life, I start studying and changing my own sleep trajectory, when I'm going for a sleep, when I wake up, what's affecting sleep, etc., etc. And in certain moment I ask myself, we arrive to the point that to make kids sleep well on the right time, you just need yourself to
go into bed
and sleep on the right time. So when, for example, kids see that nothing is happening in the house, everybody sleep, there is just no reason not to sleep.
Yeah, true.
And then they are synchronizing with yourself, and basically in our case, my life and life of my wife and family simplified a lot when we just was synchronized with the circadian rhythms and the routine of our kids.
And for example, now you go to vacation, to holidays, right? Yeah. And you have something happening in the evenings, probably in the late evenings. Yeah, how you manage that?
That is a very rare case. So most of the time we are not changing our sleeping routine, even on a vacation. It may move for an hour, for example. So normally at 8 o'clock everybody in the beds, and at 6:30 we are waking up. So for example, today we are going to Ibiza, and most likely we can move it that at 9 we are in a bed, maybe 9:30, and then 1.5 hours forward gonna be moved the wake up time. But overall, the main thing is to have synchronized sleeping routine for all of the family. Then everything is much more simple.
Nice. And in case, something unusual happening, how do kids behave in this situation?
They get used to their sleep hours when they are going for a sleep and when they are waking up. For example, even if they are going to, I don't know, for a sleepover to some of the friends from the school, anyway, they wake up at maximum at 7 o'clock, just because they get used to, okay, I'm okay at 7, I'm fine, I'm ready to to rock again.
Yeah.
So
To live this life, yeah.
so if to change something in this kind of things, it's need to be repeated. I don't know,
Yeah.
tens of times to change it.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, on the weekends, we also waking up earlier and going to the bed early.
Mm-hmm.
Recently, we did an experiment with three major sons, with Martin, Etienne, and Emin. And we went for the spectacle of Cirque du Soleil, which has been started at 10 in the evening.
Yes.
And again, I understood that it was not a good idea, because Emin was already fall asleep on my hands. And Eti, in 20 minutes said, okay, I'm not interested anymore. I want to sleep. And only Martin said, okay, I can pass this.
The older one.
Yeah. Like I can postpone it because I have really much interest.
So the habit over the situation.
Yeah.
Let's say.
Yeah. And I made my conclusions that and there is many conclusions, not only about the sleep, about that also I wanted to be like a good daddy for all the kids. But their age so different, and their sleep needs different, and entertainment needs also different. So it would be better to take, for example, just Martin and go with him, and two others left at the home.
Oh, yeah, also could work.
Yeah.
Nice. Good. Let's go a bit to your childhood.
Okay.
What kind of child you were?
My childhood is... we can describe it very well through several situations from my kids' time. And in my kids' time, for example, when I was, I think, around 7 years old, my father bring me 2 broken bicycles and said, okay, if you can make it work, then you have a bicycle.
Okay.
And I spent, I think, around a month, or maybe not, maybe a couple of weeks, in our balcony with trying to reconstruct, destroy, put it again together, etc. And finally I built it. Yeah, it was built not on the right way, but it's been working. So then I had a bicycle.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Then another one example of my childhood, which I think was one of the most important from my development as a person. When I was, I think, 10 or 11, my father bring us to the land of our future country house and said, son, we're going to build a house here. I said him, I think you're joking, because there is a trees. There is it's impossible to build a house here.
Just ground, yeah?
Yeah, just ground and nothing else. He said, okay, let's see. Then he take a paper, draw there a small house, and yes or no, by end of from early spring to late autumn. On the late autumn, it was a house with a closed roof, not finished, but it was a house with a roof. And this was, I think, the best education from all of my life. And I think it was a basement for me as an entrepreneur, because it was an example how you can have image of the future. You cannot know all the steps and everything, and if you have clear image of what you want to have in the future, you can arrive there. And there was many educational moments for me. For example, we built it was house 6 by 6, and inside of the house it was another one small part of the house from the wooden blocks, 4 by 4. And in this house, inside of the house, my father bring me to the wall and said, okay, you need to make a door here. And he gave me saw and axe. I said, I don't know how to do it. He said, okay, you have to find out. And I did it.
No internet, no YouTube.
Yeah. No internet, no YouTube, even no books, nothing. I could
library.
Yeah, I could ask something from my father or grandfather, who from time to time came to our country house to help us. And yes, and then in a week, after an endless amount of the mistakes, was a door. And it was then it was a window, then it was a roof, part of the roof, etc. And also we didn't have enough money, but we had different parts from from other destroyed house, which was bring by my grandfather. And to have the nails for the next day, you need to take out the old ones, make them straight, and then you have nails for the next day. So to prepare the materials, you need to prepare them in advance. So it was also kind of strategic learning and education.
What was your feelings at that moment about all that?
I was hating everything what is happening. Of course, I didn't like it at all because first of all, straining the nails is not a nice process. I didn't like it at all. And all the kids around was having fun. Having fun on the bicycles. Nobody was building a house. And in those moments, of course, I was not like it at all. And only now I understand that I think it was the most important experience in my life.
What would you do differently if you were your father at that moment?
But not that much. My father was alcoholic, and it's affected a lot all the process. So if I would be on his place, shoes, I would ask myself why I'm drinking so much and what is am I unlike from my life that I'm trying to hide it from myself. And this would change, I think, a lot. This is one of the reasons why I'm not drinking alcohol.
So what you, considering that experience in your childhood, right? What you do differently for your kids now? From this learning perspective, education perspective.
Basically, my kids now have a dream childhood. For sure. So
this is from your perspective or from their perspective?
Later on today, you can ask them.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it would be fair to ask them about it.
Check it on the other reels. What they answer or shorts.
Yeah. Will be the answers from the kids. I'm sure they are very happy kids, and this is a case when I have no doubts in it, because most important for the kids not the things. What they have. Most important is it's a time together, for sure. In my childhood, I had very, very rare times together with my father, and I remember all of them when we was together. For example, constructing house, or it was another one year when we was deassembling whole car and assembling it back. It was also very interesting and nice. In those moments, I didn't like it. Now I understand that it is one of the most valued time in my life. Also, we had a time on the nature. We had a trips in the wild nature without anything, like for a week outside of the civilization. It was no phones, of course, and no computers, tablets, etc. It's absolutely amazing time. I'm arranging a lot of time together with my kids. So I'm not escaping them, but I'm trying to organize our lives that we can pass interesting time together. This is one of the reasons why we are doing the moto trial all together, because now every year or even every week, every month we can go further and further together. So I have an idea, for example, to take two major sons maybe end of this year or next year and make a trip in Morocco with everything for the camping, like offshore travel where you are not looking for the 5-star hotel, but you can organize yourself by yourself and spend time together.
Nice. So you would rather spend time with kids and buy them whatever they need, right? To not overcomplicate their life, or not?
Can you repeat, please?
So you prefer to spend time with your kids, more like actively doing something, right? Solving some problems or whatever else, rather to have them struggling with, I don't know, assembling bicycles for them or something they need to achieve by themselves. Where is the balance?
I think it's just a little bit different way of achieving something. So I'm not bringing them broken something to make something work. But if they broke something, they need to fix it, or we can fix it together. And most of their things to find out the solution is to manage their body. Because if you can manage well your body, you can manage many different exercises in your life. Because as proved by neurophysiologists, till 12 years old, 90% of the neurons are producing from the how you manage your body. How can you keep the balance, new movements, etc., etc. So I put them in a situation when they, for example, need to learn a new kind of sport or new level in a sport. So, for example, why I like, for example, trial moto, it is because it is endless sport for your self-development. So we are participating to the competition, and we can see there people like 70-something years old, and they still obtaining new knowledges because it is like competition with yourself, not with other competitors and other peoples. And I prefer them not to, if they need to fix something, they will participate it, no doubts, and they will find the solution. But I rather prefer that they would compete with themselves more than with a broken bicycle.
With life, yeah.
But if they are consistently broken something, I'm not gonna close an eyes for it. And for example, when they broke something in the moto, they participate in or pay in full the parts what need to be replaced. Okay. So they know the value of their actions. Yeah.
Can you maybe formulate into words, what you do differently now for your kids than it was in your childhood?
I'm as a father,
as a father, yeah.
No, I'm doing everything differently. No, except the activity on the nature, everything is differently. Absolutely. So I'm not escaping from my kids. I'm explaining them everything. I'm not trying to leave them with grandfathers or mothers, grandparents, because because they are not here. But even if they would be here, I would not just drop them off and, okay, I have my life. No, my life is now as a father. I believe that in our life we have different stages. And now my prime time as a father, my role is father. So then when they, in 10 years, all of them going to be, not in 10, in 15 years, they're going to be, all of them going to be 18. And my idea is that at 18, and as I have all boys, at 18, they have to start their independent life. So they will, if they will not be able to rent some small, property, or if I, till this moment, will not buy them, small flat or small room, something from what they can start, I will rent them and organize and set them, okay, you have 1 year to organize your life to be able to serve yourself by yourself. When I see somewhere in some families or some societies, communities, people with the kids who, don't know how to wash their clothes, how to organize their life, this is poor people and poor kids. Because
they keep living with parents until they're 40s.
Till 30 or something like that. And I think this is abnormal, absolutely. Because basically, by this way, it would be grown kids, big kids. Which I don't want to give to my kids.
Did you understand all that approach, let's say, or did you have this decision to be such kind of a parent before they were born, or you come to that solution, to that thoughts during their life?
No, of course it's been formed in a time. Yeah. So it was, I can say that since, my 12, 14 years, since long time I was knew that I want big family. I don't know, somehow. Also same as I knew that I want to move somewhere in the world from my domestic city and domestic country. Not because I'm not love my country, just because if I born there, it's not, there is no obligations to be born there, my kids. The world is bigger. They can be born in different countries. They can be living. We are living even in a different country now from where we are now. So my understanding how to be a parent of course, was forming during the years and during my self-development, how I've been working with my personality, with the psychotherapists, with the Hoffman process, with the different educational courses, with the different books which I read while I was searching for the different solutions of the how to educate my kids. So it was some part of it, of course, was even before we born them. I remember one interesting situation where I understood that, for example, you have to put the borders with your kids and not fall in, borderless love, etc., etc. Because it's
everything
not,
for them, nothing for me.
It's not helping, because I remember when it's been born Martin, I was less experienced, much less experienced parent than dad than now. And I remember he was, 1 month or 2 months old, and he wasn't sleep well. And then in one night, I took a special sling from my wife. Yeah. I put him on myself, and I clearly remember when I sent him a signal that, no, now you're gonna sleep. I don't care. Now it's a time to sleep. And you're gonna sleep. And he understood it. Absolutely. Like, 5 minutes. And he was like, and then, okay, I got it.
I see.
Yeah. Since this day, we never had a problem that he is going for a sleep. And then I did it with all the kids. So they need to understand your position, and as later you can explain it to them and speak with them. And I speak with all of them since they can understand me, and they can understand you much earlier than you think. So even they not able to say you something, they can understand you if you speak with them. And I've been very nerd daddy. Yeah, who was always speaking with them about everything with an explanation of.
Do they like it?
Yeah. In the moment, I think for sure not. The major one now already start understanding what I did and why I did it. And he start applied it to the brothers. Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah. Bad. So, and it was I remember one exciting moment when I saw how my major son was explaining to some friends, to kid of some of our friends, how to ride a electric quad, small one.
Yeah.
And he was speaking with him by my words.
Of course.
Absolutely. And when I hear it, I was excited. Absolutely.
Nice. When it could happen that they don't have resources, right, to listen to you or to understand what you try to explain them, right? What do you do in that moment?
It's many depend from the situation, from the day, from when, how it's formed, because we never arrive to some struggling with no reason or nothing happened before. It's not appearing from
some
nothing.
past.
Yeah. It is always, for example, if we say that kids are sleeping well, not sick, have no issues in communication with the parents and with himself and with the brothers, and then something happened. No, it's impossible. It was absolutely for sure some reason, and you need to, as a parent. I read one beautiful book, Your Competent Child, from Jesper Juhl, and he is explaining, and I like this position and this way of thinking, that the kids are always trying to communicate with you or with other kids how they could communicate. So,
the
for
way
example,
they can.
Yes, if they beat someone or scream or rude, etc., most of the time they are not doing it for I'm gonna be rude to do something difficult strategy for the future. No, it's in the moment way of communication, and you and the parent, as a more mindfulness person, have responsibility to recognize it and try to speak about it. But of course, I'm not an ideal daddy, and sometimes I can speak with them with a high voice. Sometimes I can stop it not on most intelligent way, but I think there is a most important, what is the ratio of it? If you are, screaming on your kids 80% of the time, that is not good. If it's, 20%, I think it's nothing dangerous for their personality, etc., because you are not a synthetic person. I'm not a synthetic person, and they also have to see it and need to know that you can be different and they can be different. Because if you have, negative emotions and not keep them inside of yourself, don't express on any way, yes, of course, it is better to express yourself and your negative emotions on the ecology way,
psychotherapist.
Psychotherapist or, crash rooms, etc., etc. But we are not ideal and synthetic people. We are not robots from Elon Musk. We are alive human ones, and they have to see it. So, first of all, I allow them to be different, but of course with some borders. If one kid beating another one, of course I'm gonna stop it. But then we will have a conversation why it's happened from both sides. Also, I'm always speaking that there is never one guilty person in a situation where been involved two persons. There is with different ratio, but most of the time it's 50-50. So when someone said, okay, I did nothing, it's impossible. No. If you didn't now, then you did it, in the past. So somehow you attracted the situation that someone, shout on you, take your toys or whatever.
Do they agree with this position?
With the time, some of them, the major ones, more easygoing and quicker to understand how to, because they already start seeing in their life experience that it's makes sense to approve it and makes sense to get the experience and to recognize it as an experience, not just a bad situation, because then they can use it in the future. Minor ones, of course, more difficult and
more
take
emotional.
more time.
Okay, can you remember your fault, the major fault as a father, probably, and how did you solve it?
Yeah, I remember my fault. For sure, was different faults. Me as a father, of course, especially with my first kids.
Try to prove that you are not a robot.
Yes. I'm a perfectionist because of my father, grandfather, and grandmother. They was always asking me for the better scores in the school, better results. Even on the construction of this country house, it was always saying to me like,
not good enough.
Yeah, you can make it better, etc., etc. And in the first years of education, my first kid, I passed it to him for sure. He started afraiding that I can be unsatisfied from what he did something, anything. For example, and it was a case when we went for the small road around our house close to Barcelona. I was in bicycle with a motor, and he was on a small motorcycle, and we also was with another one with his brother. And we was on a path through the forest, and one son fall down from the bicycle. I start working with him, and the Martin, the major one, went through the forest far away. And I'm very worrying father, very controlling. I was very controlling parents, and now less. But in those time I was, now also, but less. And in those time I was a very high level control freak. Yeah, for sure. And I was putting on the bike the middle eldest son 80, and then run through the forest and was screaming, Martin, where are you? Because I was afraid, maybe he fall down somewhere, etc. And I remember that I was hearing how he's crying. And I was like, Martin, did you broke something? Something happened. What's happened? And I arrived to him. I even have goosebumps. And he was just crying to all the forest, very like a screaming. I asked him, what's happening? He said, I was thinking that you will scream on me because I went so far away. I was not so good, so you will be not
He was
happy.
not afraid that he's alone in the forest.
Yes, he
but
was
because-
afraid of my reaction. And in those moments, I was in the time before I found out the technology EMDR.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, when you can.
Now I have it.
yeah. When you can dissociate your emotions by moving your eyes, and I explained them how it's working. So I immediately took out the phone and said him, okay, look to the green ball. He was moving the eyes. In a minute, immediately, he was low down his emotions. And then we has been arriving to this kind of situation when he was afraid of my reaction. I was giving him EMDR in YouTube. Most of the time, it was even less a minute. He was calmed down, etc., etc. And then maybe in 3-4 cases like this, it was disappeared and we never met it again.
Wow. So cool. I didn't know that.
You can apply it for the kids.
Yes, exactly.
And for the kids, it's much more quicker and
Cheaper.
easier.
Cheaper.
Yeah.
You don't need to save money for the future.
Yes, and it's as their brain is much more neuroplastic. It is applying, it's cleaning all these
So cool.
emotions very, very quickly.
So cool. Yeah, I've tried it when I already adult. Yeah, it works really
and
well.
also use it, for example, when it was before we was well synchronized for the sleep circadian rhythms as a family. Sometimes they say, okay, I cannot sleep, or I see the monsters, or I'm worrying about something. I said, okay, no problem. Sit down, iPad, green ball. Most of the time, maximum 4 or 5 minutes. Okay, I'm ready to sleep.
I need to try with my daughter.
Yeah, and working perfectly.
Nice, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, apart from the parenting, what did you do? What do you do for life?
For whom?
For yourself.
Or
for your family.
This is for sure my growing area, because a lot of my attention has been placed in the family area, the kids area. I'm not did much for myself. And basically from our last psychotherapist sessions, one of my tasks is to find out how to make myself happy without kids, and even without my wife. So I have some different hobbies. I'm studying for the private pilot license, so I like to fly. I like the moto, but more moto with the kids. And for the solo activities, not that much existed. One thing I like a lot, it is steam experience. So it's like close to the ice bath experience. And basically I do have ice bath, and I'm practicing.
What is ice bath?
Ice bath, it is when you are going to the bath with the cold water and ice inside, which is 2-3 degrees of the temperature, or for example to the mountain river, which we have close to the house. And we even go in there with the kids. They are jumping inside, so because they see that father is survived, mother is survived, okay, we can try it.
Why not?
Again, his example is working what you are doing. Your kids also, yes or no, they're gonna repeat it.
Like in Spanish,
90%.
yes or yes. Yeah.
COC. Yeah. So I like the steam experience. Steam experience, it is a kind of extended version of the ice bath when you are going to the special facility which is installed on our terrace, and slowly you are growing up temperature of your body. And then you can just go outside on the terrace or go to the ice bath. So the idea is to play with the contrast of the temperatures, to make your blood going inside, outside to the capillaries of your surface of your body, inside, outside. So it is very good for your hearts, very good for your blood tubes, and overall for the immune system.
So kind of a sauna?
It is kind of a sauna, but with the different circumstances of the humidity, temperature, and air. So in a sauna, it's more like 70 and more degrees.
And more dry.
And here it is very humid. Ideal ratio, it is 60% of the humidity and 60 degrees of the temperature, not more.
And kids also doing that?
The major one is doing already all the experience equal to the adult. So and all the experience take like kind of 3 hours. And Martin even making working with me as a steam master.
Oh, nice. How did you find this?
It was basically came from my kids' time, and basically it is a very popular culture thing from the Russia and CIS countries, but not in the way how I'm doing it now. In
Russia, it's like
in
banya.
Russia, it's called banya, and basically there you have like 100 degrees of the temperature. You need to suffer. As more you suffer, as stronger you are, which is not true. Which is not true. Absolutely, you in my way of doing it, you absolutely no need to suffer there and struggle. And basically the idea is that as proved by neurophysiologists, there is no mental stress in a physically relaxed body. Vice versa as well. Al revés in español. But relax yourself mentally is much more difficult than relax yourself physically. And with this procedure, you can do it with a guarantee. So you came and in 2-3 hours, you like a baby. So it's physical practice, but in my case, I'm doing it more for the mental part of this practice.
Nice. And how does it help? With what? What is the main problem you try to solve?
I think everybody in the world, 99% of the people, they are working and worrying about why they are worrying, about anxiety, about your mental stress and tension inside of your brain. And basically why it's very popular now, all the social media and the Instagram short reels, etc., because it's a cheap dopamine. You can quickly relax your brain. There is a downside of it because it doesn't exist. This cost of the dopamine, it doesn't exist in a real life. You just put yourself in a more anxiety in a long-term perspective. So this is like a expensive true dopamine, which you can take and relax yourself and don't have this tension inside. Because, for example, also with the kids, very easy, like an exercise. Think every time when you are stressed with your kids, think about that this is a signal for yourself that you are bad manager of the level of the stress inside of yourself. Because, for example, imagine you went out from the massage therapy in the middle of the vacation without kids, and then you met your kids. You are absolutely distressed, and then they trying to irritate you. Would you be irritated?
No.
For 100% no. You will not any react to their provocations, etc., because your level of the stress is very low. So when the kids can make you irritated, this is a signal that you're overstressed, and you just have to say thank you for your kids that they are highlight your situation, and they help you to get out the stress from yourself, that you can survive more physically and bring them food. So it's kind of evolution mechanism.
And when Martin is with you during this STEAM experience, how does he feel? What is his outcome from that?
He's also have his level of the stress, so he just feel himself very, very good, and he like it physically. So physically, when you warming up yourself and then you are going for the cold plunge, afterwards you like.
Relaxing.
Yeah, absolutely relaxed, and you burn out all the cortisol inside, and also we are doing it most of the time after the high load exercises. For example, after motor trial competition, when we was push ourselves for the strain for the 5-6 hours, and then you came back to the home. Go to the STEAM experience, and you are sleeping like a baby. So it's a distress for the physically muscles as well.
Nice. Well, let's go to another topic.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you are a businessman. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing for your business, and what kind of business?
I'm an IT entrepreneur. I'm a founder of the company Just eSim. We are making global mobile connectivity for the people around the world. The company is working already Next year going to be 10 years. We have around 500,000 of the subscribers, and we are with my remote team helping people to stay connected around the world.
How do you combine this huge role? Yeah, because you need to you should be involved in your business processes, decisions, etc., etc. It's quite stressful position, right? Stressful role, and for kids. You need to manage. You need to grow up. You need to be a good father for them, right? How do you manage that?
I think it's a question, first of all, about level of energy. So again, sleep, how you sleep, what and how you eat. Do you drink or not drink alcohol? And what kind of sport do you have? Because sport is giving you high level of the, let's say, legal dopamine, legal, and which you produce by yourself. And if you are in balance with yourself, then you can balance everything in your life, with the kids, with the business, with your wife, with yourself, with more or less results. But it depends on the priorities. So in the different stages of my life, I was highlighting my different roles. So in a certain period of my life, for example, when kids was just born in one by one, almost one by one, almost every year, every 1.5 years, I was more in the role of the founder and entrepreneur. Now I highlighted more role of the parent, because as we know, kids need mother more till let's say 3-5 years old. And then from 5 years old, they more need a father, especially boys. So now almost all of them more than 5 years old, of course, I spend more time with them. But of course, to maintain all financial needs and life needs of our family, I'm also working as an entrepreneur, and I'm a CEO of my company. I'm not...
You're actively working.
I'm not outside of the operational management. And... as more priorities I have in the different areas of my life, as more it pushed me to organize it better. To, for example, to find out how to build the teams, how to delegate better, how to organize the processes, how to look strategically for our goals, and then transmit these goals through the personal goals of the team. Because every person, basically, if you can connect the personal goals of each part member of your team with the goals of the company, and then they will go to their own goals and bring you to your goal. So depend on what is highlighted of the priorities. It was different stages of, okay, now I need to find out this. For example, now I'm in a stage when I understand that I am, as a marketing guy and CMO role in my company, is not most efficient guy. Now we are looking to find out someone who can make it better than me. And till certain moment, I was like a main Batman in a team. Like I know everything, I have to decide everything, etc., etc. And then I realized that this is not most. If I want to have time for the family, I need to build a team of the Batmans. Where the Batman for marketing, Batman for financial, Batman for the support, Batman for the software development, and then each of them are Batman for everything. And it is double shoot, because then you also grow the company. Yeah, for sure. There is a very good book, Tribal Leadership, which is describing the ways of how you can connect and interact with groups of people. And long story short, there is 5 levels. First level, it is life is a shit. My life, your life, everybody's life is a shit. Second level, my life is a shit. So then you realize that someone's life is not a shit. Maybe not so shitty. Yeah, maybe it's possible that someone lives not in a shit. Third level, it is I'm a cool, like I'm a director, you're a fool. So I know better. You realize you escaped from the shit and you think you know everything. Then the fourth level, it is we are cool. You realize that to grow more, you have to understand that you can do it only with a team. I think I'm on this level, or going to this level currently. Now? Yeah. And the fifth, it is life is beautiful. When you build a community of the people who is not competing with someone outside, they are competing with themselves.
Cool. So you trying to reach the fifth level?
Let me establish on the fourth one. Firstly, because you cannot, in this system, you cannot jump over the level.
Yeah, of course.
It's impossible.
So you are growing up as well as a businessman, as an entrepreneur, right? Does it correlate to what you're doing as a parent when you do something
For sure. I think the family itself, it's a reflection of any personality. Same as a company and a team in a company with whom you are working, also a reflection of the level of the personality of the founder or the CEO who is managing this company. And what is a nice thing that basically our family, and especially a relationship with our partner, life partners, like a wife or girlfriend, it is the best of the best training system how to build relationships. Because as more mistakes as your life partner, nobody else would allow you to make such a big amount of and such a big size of the mistakes. So if you don't have a good relationship in your family, then it's impossible that you would build, I don't know, the great company. I think it's always connected. As more, for example, I understood what can I do better in my family, it's automatically and very quick transmitting to my professional team.
And you see the results in the business?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. It's a result on the business, result of like with responsibility. You cannot give responsibility to anyone. Responsibility only can be taken. So it's nothing to, okay, this is yours. I don't know, maybe not. It's only maybe that someone came and said, okay, this is my responsibility. And when you see that people are taking responsibility and something start working without your hands and without your interaction and free control, etc., then you see that, okay, if you start allow the things happen with maybe less amount of the quality or perfection, but then you realize that you can multiply by 10 by just hiring more people, organize them as a team, and it's impossible to do everything by your hands.
But you are a perfectionist.
For sure.
How do you survive with that?
It is constant self-improvement. It is just... also, the perfectionist, it is kind of unlove to yourself. So you have to...
Not good enough.
Yeah, because it is always will be someone who is better than you or can appear better than you. So to live endless time with a constant anxiety that, okay, I'm good, but maybe I'm not good enough. And this is a not efficient position at all. And in a certain moment, I understood it, but I still, of course, taken out myself, even with a production team of this podcast. When we've been preparing for this podcast, I was like, okay, here I would change this phrase, here I would change this question, and then, okay, let's not change anything. It's good enough. Let's do it. It's better do than endless preparation.
Okay, do you find from time to time yourself as a bad parent?
For sure. Yeah. There is a guilty parent, which is every time when I'm not a good parent, immediately after the situation, I feel myself very bad. And the best way I found for myself, it is first of all to came to the kids and speak with them. Like said, okay,
how it could look like,
just I don't know, like with same level person. So I'm not speaking with them like I'm a father, they are kids. No, I'm speaking with them like I would like that someone speak with me who was rude with me or not right. So I just came to them and said, okay, sorry, I was not right. And yes, it might happen many times. And only if you, for example, say sorry for something which is repeating, you can highlight it for yourself through this saying sorry. Or kids can say you, okay, father, you can say sorry, but it was, I don't know, 100 times. Maybe we can fix it somehow. Also, I have a very nice instrument for myself. When I see some repeating situation, I start making log for it, like a journal of happening. I did it for the alcohol. I did it for the shouting on my kids. I did it on when I was in anxiety. I did it when I was escaping from the sport, etc., etc. So we can change only things which we are counting. And if we have a log journal of something, then we can affect it. So I had a shout journal of my kids.
Really?
Yes.
And what was there inside?
No, it was initially it was almost every day.
Yeah?
Yes. So in a certain moment, I realized that I shout them even, I don't know, several times in a day.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, okay, I don't like it, but to change it, firstly, I need to register it.
Mm-hmm.
I need to register fact of something happening.
Mm-hmm.
And then with this, I went to my personal psychotherapist and was speaking with him,
Mm-hmm.
with her, why it's happening. And then I realized that firstly, it's a signal that you're overstressed.
Mm.
You would never shout on your kids if you're not overstressed. And then I have to ask myself, okay, maybe I need to change something in my work and not to control everything, to delegate something because I cannot control everything and then control kids in a house because it's my behavior.
It's hard to stop controlling.
Very
things.
hard,
Yes.
because it's you feel yourself unsafe.
Yes.
We are controlled not because we like it.
Yeah.
We control because it's our system of safety inside of ourselves.
It's long work.
4 years, yeah, more or less.
It's getting better?
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You will ask them today.
Okay. Okay.
Basically, we do have a system with the kids.
Mm-hmm.
When from time to time I ask them, how would you score myself from 0 to 10? My level of anxiety, my level of shouting, my level of relationship with you, and they are answering me like, okay, it was, I don't know, 9 from 10, like you shout a lot, and now it's 2 from 10.
Oh, nice.
And then we can synchronize between each other.
Mm-hmm.
And they also educate them that you can score yourself.
Yeah.
You can check from outside, from inside. And then if it's all constantly 10 from 10, you are not stupid. You're going to try to change something. Or you will stop asking.
Yeah, because you don't want to hear that. Yeah, nice approach. And it means you have really good relationships with your kids because they answering you, right? And answering honestly.
Yes, I think, I have no doubt that they not answering me something not real, I don't know, in a safety way, for sure not. And they have no reason not to answer me on the honest way.
Mm-hmm. Look, you had your childhood, right? It was super different from what your kids now are having. And you now, entrepreneur, you live where you want to live, with life you wanted to have, right? Your kids are now growing up differently. You parent them differently. Do you think will they be able to achieve some stuff? I don't know, because there is an opinion that we were growing in more harder way and we achieving some things because we had this experience in our child. But our kids, they have different experience now, less stressful, less achieving. How do you think? What they will have?
I think it's many depend from the way how they are meeting or not meeting with the responsibility. Mm-hmm. So, for example, I'm not taking out responsibility from my kids. Mm-hmm. And this is, I think, one of the most important thing. And that's why, for example, we do have an idea. This is hypothesis, an idea or plan. That, I don't know what is going to be in 15 years, but the idea is that at 18, each of them have to start their own life and own serving themselves for every need. Mm-hmm. And also I don't have a plans, I don't know, to give them huge amount of money, etc., etc. I thinking about to give them like a small property that they will not think about where to sleep and to be able to make different choices without pressure of the paying rent, etc., etc., or help them certain time. But for sure I'm not gonna give them, I don't know, even if I will have a millions, I don't have a plans to give them a millions or even hundreds of thousands. They have to build, there is the phrase that by giving result to the kids, you're taking the way to the result from them, which I'm not planning to do. And I think my obligation is to grow them healthy with the right routine behavior patterns for the health, for the sleep, for the sport, and to teach them how to learn something new, new sport, new education things, new skills. So how to learn. And I think they already got it. With different sports, they understood that, okay, with some time and priority, you can obtain level in anything and any level, almost any level which will be enough for you. And it depends only from you. So to not grow unresponsible persons, you have to not to take the responsibility from them. For example, one kid of mine, the 80, recently have been broken the signing ball from Tibet, from Nepal. Very beautiful one, which cost like €300. He broke it for fun. I mean, not especially, but he took the maleta and was making bam, 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 more resonance, and then it's broke.
Yeah.
And now he is collecting money to pay back for it. Should I said him, oh, okay, it's fine, thing happened, you was just curious? I don't think so. It's the right way. Otherwise, because in a normal life, he have to be pay for it, and he are able to pay for it. So to make a system when they can have responsibility and system of the maintain responsibility, this is, I think, more like a parent task than to cover some, I don't know, things which is happen.
What is ideal picture for you of your kids in the future when they are adults to prove that you were a good father for them?
Happy kids. So that they can mindfully say that they are happy people, persons, family members, family owners, just a happy people, that they know for what to wake up tomorrow. They know why. They know why they are living, for what they are living, what their long time vision, how they see. Do they see themselves as a grandfathers? If they see themselves as a grandfathers, as a happy grandfathers, then I think I can say I'm a good father.
What if they don't want kids, families?
It's okay. It's okay. They will have like kids of the brothers for sure.
Yeah.
So all this, I think it's impossible that all of them they would say that they don't want kids. But if some of them would say like, okay, for some reason I decide not to have kids, if he's happy, okay.
Cool. Turning back to your childhood, did you have some picture of your future, of your dream life in your childhood? What was it?
For sure. I had, basically it's interesting how the imagination is working. And since very early, I said before, somewhere before in this podcast, that in 12, 14 years, even before I was moved to immigrated, etc., and met my wife, I had very clear picture about that I was wanted to have a huge family, many kids, minimum 3. And basically, in the first conversation with my wife, has been synchronized that we both looking for like kind of 5-7 kids.
Wow.
Now we are maybe not so brave. We are happy with the 4, but also I'm not saying like
no.
No. We are still young, and everything can happen. And I was seeing this image of my future with the family, with the kids, that I'm taking care about themselves. I love one woman and all of the kids from one woman, and we are passing all the things in life together. We have big house, good car, many bicycles, motos, and our steam experience. Sauna, yes. Everything, friends, and true relationships where I'm not building, fake life, which I had an experience in my life, which didn't lead me to the good things. But it was an educational part for sure. So I'm not say I would not say I didn't want this experience in my life. It was it has been needed for myself to arrive where I'm now. And I'm happy from everything what has happened in my life. And yes, I think I can say that exactly picture what life I have now. Even I think now I have better than I could imagine. Yeah.
Nice. So you are happy now?
Yes.
Cool. Cool.
I'm always, it would be not fair to say that my perfectionist inside not alive. I'm for sure alive, and my perfectionist alive, and a control freak also from time to time say, hey, hello, I'm here, I'm not disappeared. But I think all these roles, they need, I need them in certain life situations. And it's a question not how to, for me, I think it's more question not how to disappear some kind of your side of personality. Yeah, how to manage them and how to apply them in different life situations when I need one personality or another personality. Kind of to ask, sometimes people asking me, what is better, to be a free control or free education parent?
There is no black and white.
Yeah, there is no black and white. You can apply both of them. You can, sometimes you need to be strong, sometimes you need to have fun with your kids.
Cool. And now here we are recording the podcast, right? Discussing your approach and your family life, right? Why you decided to show that? Why you decided to start this blog?
First of all, because people from outside, when I was explaining them some part of my life, part of how I educate kids, how I build a family, how I manage and balancing between business and family, how I immigrate, etc., etc. Oftenly, people start asking me, okay, where can I subscribe on you?
Where can I read it?
Yeah. Where can do you have a blog? Do you have something? No? Why? It's so strange. You have something to say to the world and to transmit. So I passed some my life experience, which I collected. Was different things, and I arrived to the certain point where I can say I collected something with value inside. And I think it's also I heard it in some of the podcasts or social media that if you get something which can help many people, it's unfair to keep it inside of yourself, and even you're obliged to share, to not to keep it inside of yourself, because you've been given this experience, then to give it to the next person. And also I have feeling that I have to say something. I have right words from my experience and the construction and examples and metaphors, how to explain the different things in a simpler way. So I would imagine that if I would, when I had my first kids just born, if I would be able to see someone like me, not the old guy who is from different generation, much closer to me, speaking with me on my language, on my level of understanding things and situations, I would subscribe to this guy. Just because it's closer to me, I have more acceptance of this kind of persons and way of transmitting information.
What is the main message you try to transmit to people?
Main message of my blog, I would describe that educate your kids through education of yourself. And when I, for example, enter into some entrepreneur societies, there is normally you send introduction message, and there I always writing that I'm educating my kids through educating myself.
Yourself.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because all the changes with the kids was always started from the changes with myself, and never
vice versa. Do you have some examples when people say your blog helped me with something?
I think I'm a young blogger.
Okay.
So for the moment, I would say nobody for the moment said me your blog has helped me. But the one mom from the school said, "Oh, I saw your blog. I like the messages and the ideas and experience you are transmitting there."
Do you need such kind of messages from your listeners, subscribers?
For sure, I will like it. Yeah. So.
So people, you know
yeah.
what to do.
Yeah, please like, subscribe, and the reaction from the world is always, it's like a kind of feedback of the reality. If what we are doing is, if there is a value or not.
Good. What about your wife? How does she see all these internet activities, digital activities? Because you post a lot, your kids, right? Your life. Does she like it?
My wife always have been saying to me, when you're gonna start it?
Cool.
You have to start sharing, because you have so many knowledges, and with an explanation why you're doing this or that, and how you arrived to this point. So you need to share it. So she's supporting me.
Okay. It is always about supporting. I mean, for the different situations, you always have the same opinion about how to talk to kids or solve some issues.
I think we have absolutely different approaches. I mean, from different ways and sides. My wife have, let's say, more energy approach, and the woman approach, which is logically. I have much more practical and logical approach. And I think it's logical. My wife is more intuitive person. I'm more structure person, and we are combining each other and completing each other like a puzzle. And I think most important is not to make, it calls like double sense message. So it shouldn't be in a,
should be clear.
Yeah, should be clear that both parents have the same position of the final result. It may be different approaches. For example, my wife can describe it from intuitive approach. I can tell, no, you need to make a table in Excel with a checkbox, and then you will arrive. But the final result should be the same. And we never, let's say not never, but we try to avoid situations when, for example, in front of the kids, I'm saying one position, my wife saying another position. So it rather would be much better if even if I disagree with the position, my wife said, okay, good, and then took out my wife to another room and speak with her about why I disagree and how can we change it if I see it need to be changed, but not doing it in front of the kids.
But if you do it in front of the kids, what could happen?
It just will be absolutely inefficient, because kids, especially the small kids, they have same value and understanding and the respect and authority of the both parents in a healthy family, in a healthy, let's say in functional family, where both parents are interacting with the
actively
kids and actively participating. So it just will not be good, not from one position, not for another position, and the authority of the parents is going to be going down.
Have you had such kind of situations?
For sure.
How
for sure. I would not explain now the kind of example, but for sure it's happening. So we are not synthetic family.
How this digital world affect
you mean
your
devices
family?
and all this
Yes.
stuff? In our family, kids almost beforehand, like before this summer, we had an agreement with them that they will have like 40 minutes every weekend day, 40 minutes of playing. And this summer I said no games in iPads, computers, etc., because it will not help to bring to build anything good in the brain. Because 90% of the neural connections and new neurons are generating from the conducting of your body. So rather playing an iPad, go and train on the bicycle for the trial, your balance, or I don't know, run on the mountain, or I don't know, do nothing, but don't take this cheap dopamine, which doesn't exist in real life. And scientists are proved that it's much more important to build new neurons by physical activity before 12 years old, and then when you know where you want to drive what is the direction of your life, then you can apply all the computer things, etc., and it's not going to be a problem to improve in anything with a computer.
How did they react on such decision?
Initially, they of course they asked, "No, Daddy, we want an iPad, etc., etc." But also, it's like with anything, if you take out something, you need to replace it with
Yes.
with your another position where you see a value. So when I took out the iPad from them, I didn't make a free space. Without nothing. They have a bicycle, tennis, motor trail, campings, walking, cold plunge, etc., etc. So their real life much more interesting than the virtual one. And also it makes sense to say here, it's worth to say here that most of the kids again repeating the parents. So if you're laid down on the sofa in shorts of the YouTube with an iPad and you say no, this is not good for you, this is strange stuff.
And you keep showing that you don't use
I'm
a lot
not,
of
no, I'm not. It is very, very rare time when I doing, I don't know, social media or I'm in computer. If I'm in the computer, I'm working and it is outside of their eyes in a cabinet and they know that I'm working there or we are doing something together. So it's again, educate yourself, and then if you are not an iPad and you are making interesting life, they're just gonna participate you. And this is most difficult part for all the parents because it's of course it's much easier, for example, in a restaurant, to give the iPad to the kids
to not having them screaming,
than to educate him. For example, we had an experience with my kids when I understood that it's difficult for me to go for the shopping with them. We start making an exercise. We went through the shopping center like 2 times a week without buying anything, just to
training.
Train yourself to behave as an educated kids who is not crying, I want this, I want that, I want this, that, buy me this, buy me that, etc., etc. And yes, one position is okay, we're not gonna go with them anywhere. Second position, to give them something to replace basically your responsibility. And third one, it's educate them. Yes, it's gonna take time. It's not gonna be a pleasant process. But afterwards, you have a kids with whom you can be anywhere and not to shut out them within a device.
Cool. Any other kind of rituals you have with kids?
We do have a ritual, for example, to sit every Sunday and speak about the past week, like a forum group meeting for the entrepreneurs, where we try to remember which 5% of the pleasant or unpleasant things we want to share with the forum. And this is help a lot to reflect, make reflections of the what is happening in the life, what is important, how it's connected with other family members. For example, I know some situations, someone bites someone. It's possible. Yeah, everybody like it. Not
it is
everybody
important
not
for
like it.
somebody,
Yes.
but not important for
Yes,
somebody.
but then we need to speak why it's happening. How was the interaction of the sides, and it was a result of something. It was not formed in a moment. Like, okay, people are not biting each other for nothing. It is, of course, something, I don't know, compressed stress, etc., etc. Or something good happened and someone, I don't know, take a position in a championship. Let's congratulate it. Let's highlight it. Let's remember it. Or, for example, the things which we are starting doing now to... And it's again, educate kids through educate yourself. A long time I was not really perfect in bookkeeping of personal finances and look into the personal finances. And now as my kids have their own budget and even my major son, he have watches which he bought for his money with a bank card installed inside, my bank card, but
anyway,
it doesn't matter. And I was thinking, okay, how to educate them to analyze what they are spending. And then I asked myself, okay, do you analyze it every month? No, like from the feeling. Okay, we're going to put a day by end of every month to watch together all the family, okay, where we spend the money, how much we gain, for what we spend, etc., etc. Not to make
together with kids.
Together with the kids, and they already know the value of the money. For example, today we are going to Ibiza, and they ask me, okay, Daddy, how much was the tickets? I said them some amount, and they said, oh, this is huge value, and they understand that it is not from the air.
Yeah, how much do you think they need to have as a pocket money?
As I have only boys, I have my own understanding about the pocket money and the relationship with the money. I do believe that they shouldn't have any money from nothing. They should gain it from the routine and patterns which then help them in life. For example, to make a sport, to make your bed, to clean, to help us with in a house, etc., etc. So we do have a certain system in a house in a family how they can gain the money, like a salary for different works. And by this, they understand how they can make more or less. For example, they can clean the plates or cut the grass or, I don't know, wash the floor. Or, for example, wash the car, which can take, 3 hours. But
how much does it cost to wash the car?
Same, 40 euros.
40
inside.
euros.
Inside.
Oh.
And we have big bus, so it's this is how much I would pay in a car wash. So it doesn't matter for me. I would rather better pay to my kids if they ready to take responsibility for the final result, and I'm, as a control freak, can be not satisfied from the first or second second time, and perfectionist. So, but when they did it, they are having this 40 euro. And for example, my major son did it already one time, and it was a part of the money which he gained for the new watches of Garmin for 249 euros.
Nice.
Which is not small amount of money for the kid.
Yeah.
So by this, they are no more have chance to say, no, buy me something for 1,000 euro and not understand what is the value of it. Or, for example, going for a summer camp for the moto, they always ask me, Daddy, how much would it cost?
And what do you think, until which age such kind of system will work? I
think this system should work till age when they can go for the real work. So till, maybe 12, 14. So in the age on the summer they can go for a job, they have to go for a job.
Which kind of job they can do?
Any, depend on the kids. Every kid is different. Someone want, work in a zoo. Another one want to participate for, one of my company as a support specialist, for example. Nice. I don't know. Someone wanna say, okay, we now need a home assistant for the summer. I will be your home assistant. Pay me a salary. Cool. Any role they have to find it. Basically, also, I no need to take responsibility for it from them. They will need to find it out.
How do they know that they have these options?
They've been said it from the very early ages.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
When I can start earning money?
No, they already earning it. And basically, we are the idea of how we organize it to make as more as possible similar system what they will have when they will become adults.
Cool.
In the real world.
Cool.
So like a simulation.
Good. So I think we discussed a lot today.
Yeah.
And still we have a lot of things to discuss.
Yeah. Please write in the comments maybe some subjects or questions which you would like us to speak about next time, and we will check it out carefully and include in the next podcast.
Yeah. Thank you for inviting me in your digital area.
Yeah. Thank you very much for the helping to create this podcast.
Yeah, with pleasure. Okay, see you soon then.
Yeah, see you soon. Thank you.